but her father says his grandmother was a dark-skinned Hindu house servant. And he says, and I sat at a table with him and my ex-wife at the governor general's table in Jamaica. He was introduced as everybody's favorite Hindu professor. He said he was Caucasian, Irish, Caucasian Hindu, and that his ancestors, Irish, owned slaves. None of his ancestors were slaves. And he says they were Hindu and they were part of the British Commonwealth, or at that time, the British Empire, and they freely traversed here and there, just like Mahatma Gandhi once was a lawyer down in South Africa, a famous Hindu.
Real quick, I
Now,
have a question. But did she ever become a Canadian citizen when she was
she was a Canadian citizen, and that is the thing. The question is did she abandon her American citizenship? But the question becomes mooted because she left Canada in the 12th grade and falsified her identity to get into Howard University. And that's where this certificate comes up that is confusing. It's a duplicate. I've seen those duplicates because I had to order one for my wife to get her passport from the same hospital. It says
Mhm.
on there race of the mother, it says Caucasian, it says national origin, it says India. On the father's side, it says race of the father, it says Jamaican. Where it says national origin, it's blank because they filled the form out wrong. So that's different than Barack Obama, who is possessed of, in circulation, a birth certificate from Hawaii, which took him 18 months as a president to acquire after I can recall ordering three of them for people that worked on my staff. And off of the phone order, they arrived special delivery within 48 hours. But it's peculiar that after that, the president took 18 months. And there's also a birth certificate issued from a certain hospital in Nairobi, Kenya, listing the doctor, which is a real physician, listing his phone number, which was at one time a valid phone number, his address, which was legitimate, his mother's full credentials and names, and it states she was 18 years, 3 months old from Kansas, United States, when she delivered Barack Obama, and it lists the staff who participated in the delivery and the room number. So that's in existence from an earlier point in Barack Obama's career. And that is somewhat greatly contradictory with the birth certificate that indicates that he was born in Hawaii. Now, if he's born in Hawaii, he was eligible for presidency. If he was born in Nairobi, Kenya, he's still an American citizen, but he would not have been eligible to be president because his mother is an American citizen. And it did not matter where in the world he was birthed as long as the mother was an American citizen. Now, the question comes in because the first birth certificate came to light when he was running for office in Illinois. He ran for U.S. Congress and got badly defeated by a gentleman who was a former Black Panther, Bobby Rush. And then he ran for the state legislative body. And interestingly, his opponent died a few months before the election, so he was running against a dead man. He was in the state legislative body for a year and a half when he filed to run for U.S. Senator to fill a position that became vacant when the Republican occupant resigned under a cloud of scandal. It's interesting because his Republican candidate, our opponent rather, also died a few months before the election, so he got elected over a dead man, and he served in the U.S. Senate for 2 years before he ran for president.
So basically
Interestingly
Kamala
enough,
Harris is using Barack Obama blueprint.